I even had a console. And you have to have, it's very
Hi, coming to you from the Fitness Center. I am Kathy Klein, the fitness manager. Eric Simmons, he is a fitness monitor as well as a personal trainer. And we have Jason Lutz. He is a personal trainer as well as a fitness monitor. And today we're here to take you through a trip through our strength room. Hi, first I'd like to show you the Cybex leg machine, the many different opportunities to work out all parts of your legs. I'm having Jason show you the yellow. Anywhere you see a yellow is where you can make the adjustments on the machine. And most important, you have to feel comfortable on all of the machines. The yellow is for the legs, a yellow back here, and definitely the yellow for the weight stack. First, we're going to show Jason feet, making sure knees, ankles, a squat position. Push away. Definitely nice and slow movements. And then another variation, if you want to put your feet together. How do you do that? You can go from a closer foot. Can you show them a one-legged lunge? Very, very good. Nice slow motion, controlled. Definitely focusing on your core as you're moving into the exertion of the motion. Very good. You want to do the other leg so that you're equal? There you go. Very, very, very good. And this is the eagle leg press. Awesome. Okay, next we'd like to move on to the abductor, adductor, and I'm going to have Eric help me use the machine just to show women.
Excellent, Kathy. A couple of the adjustments for this. The one adjustment is to help you get in and out.
Okay.
This yellow button allows you to open this and to close this, depending on which exercises that you're going to be performing.
Okay. So I'm going to get in, making sure I'm comfortable in the back.
And Kathy, go ahead and reach down and pull that yellow button so we can close the legs.
There we go.
Good. Now this exercise, because Kathy is going to be pushing out, this exercise is called abduction.
Okay.
Kathy, would you like to go ahead?
Should I adjust this?
Yes.
Okay. We're going to adjust the back.
This adjustment, this is for lowering the seat down.
Or back up.
Or back up, whichever you feel comfortable.
Okay. Also, I'm going to use the weights and make sure I start out lower weight just to make sure I'm safe. We also have a knob with the 5-count increments that you can use. So right now that's 35. Also, I want to say down here, there's different feet positions. A lot of the women, it's good here, here. It's mostly what you feel comfortable with. I'm laying back, relaxing my upper body, drawing my abs in.
Okay, Kathy, go ahead for now and open your legs up and feel the resistance of it. Here it works the outside, the abductor muscles.
Yes.
That are responsible for opening the leg.
Perfect. And you want to make sure the weight stack does not touch, and you use control.
Nice, slow, controlled movements. This machine has two functions. It has abduction, and it also has adduction action as well. We showed you abduction. Now we're going to show you adduction. In order to do this, open up the paddles slightly, enough that you can get the pads to turn around so that the pads are facing outward.
Okay.
Bring your legs to the outside so that the pads are now on the inner thighs, inside of the knees.
And I want to just show something because I am flexible. You can also Take your time as you're lifting over the thing, or bring it back together and then start. Open.
Now with this, what Kathy just did was she pulled the yellow button that opens the legs. Now Kathy, begin to squeeze your legs closed. Now this action is considered abduction. And the primary areas are inner thighs. Remember, slow, controlled movements. Don't wake stack. Too much weight. Very nice, Kathy.
Yay! Thank you. Okay, now we're going into the hoist chest press. Eric's going to first look at the seat. We want... There we go. Okay, as Eric sits down, most important on the chest press machine is making sure this is going to go across his chest. Okay, you want to give that a try? Okay, he's going to use the kick out bar to push the weight. Then he'll get his grip, place his feet back onto the pads, and then he'll begin his exercise. Real important on this exercise is not to extend the elbow too far back. We're always focusing on this area of our chest. Nice and controlled. Very good. Nice job. To get release, we want to push it and then slowly release the weight stack. Okay, I'm going to have Jason take a seat. We're going to work on the abs. He places his feet underneath. There's no adjustments to be made on this equipment except this, and we'll talk about that in a second. His choice on weights, and again, it's not about how heavy, it's about control. Next, what's real important, act it out too, reach above your head. I don't want Jason holding too tight. It's a light grip, and he's going to initiate the movement, and then he's going to use his abs the whole time. He stays attached to the padding. And then his knees will come up. As he exhales, he slowly comes back, doesn't come all the way back, and then he pushes right back down into the movement. As long as it's nice and controlled and he's using his abs. No strain on the upper body. Let's do one more. Very nice. Okay, the only adjustment you will make is right here to release the machine, to work the side obliques on Jason. He will rotate. We're going to show you one of the variations. Again, he's going to take the weight stack off and control, keeping the body against the padding. Exhaling as he comes down, nice slow motion. Let's show him how you can move to the other side now, slowly. And initiate the movement, and then slow and controlled, taking it down. Always relaxing the upper body. The main focus is right there on the abs, all the way down. And blowing the breath out. Notice the movement is nice, slow, and controlled. And there you go. The amazing rocket ab machine.
All right, so this is the leg extension machine. It's going to work the quadricep and the thigh muscles. So when I have Eric take a seat, first thing I want Eric to do is go ahead and slide his legs behind this pad here as he's sitting down. Okay. And then one of the first things to do once you're sitting down is you want to set your weight. So Eric's going to set his weight for the workout level he's looking for. Eric has his weight selected. The next thing we want to go by is we want to make sure his knees are lined up with the red pivot point. So make sure it's a straight line from knee to knee. Now depending on that now Eric can adjust his seat position to make sure he's supported. So the yellow and black handle there will allow Eric to adjust the seat. So if he lifts straight up on that, it works very similar to your car seat. So he can lean forward or lean back as needed to keep his knees lined up there. Okay. And now that he's got his seat set, now what he's going to do is he's going to straighten out his legs. So go ahead and rise up. And slowly lower down. Nice and smooth. You're going to exhale as you raise your feet up. Inhale as you go down. And notice how his toes are pointing toward his body. That's a proper position for the ankle. So just nice and smooth, up and down. Again, this is working the quadriceps, thigh muscles. And that's how you use the leg extension machine.
Okay, this is the leg curl machine. It works the backs of the legs and the hamstrings. The very first thing you want to think of is sitting into the machine and adjusting the weight. Once you're sitting in the seat, then go ahead and take your right leg first, left leg second, rest it up onto the pad. You'll use the yellow knob to adjust the upper pad, the supported pad that will go right against or slightly above your shins. You can do that by pulling this out and lowering it down. Jason, would you like to go ahead and do that? Notice that the shin pad is pretty much directly on his shins. Now, you want to make sure that your knees, like the other machine, you want to make sure that your knees are in line with the pivot point. The seat adjustment The final adjustment is the seat adjustment, which allows the seat to go back and forward for comfort. This also helps you to position yourself correctly so that everything's lined up. Once everything is good, keeping a tall posture, sitting up straight, begin by pushing downward, slowly bringing it down and letting it come back up. And this is for your hamstrings and back of the legs. Very nice. Thank you, Jason.
Thank you. All right, so Eric's going to demonstrate the Hoist bicep curl. So this is going to work the biceps, the muscle on the front of the arm. So now Eric's seated, going to have him select the amount of weight that he wants to use, the number of plates he wants to use. So he's going to grab the pin and just place that in the weight there. And then I'm going to have Eric reach down and grab the handle with his right hand, and then the handle here with his left hand. And grab those. And once he's got the handles, go ahead and sit up straight. So nice posture, engaging the core a little bit. And then from there, Eric's just going to do a bicep curl, bringing the handles to his shoulders. So nice and smooth. And then slowly lowering down. He's going to exhale as he brings the hands up. Inhale as he goes down. And I want you to notice how Eric is keeping his elbows pretty much in line with his body. He's not bringing the elbows too far forward. So that's proper form on a bicep curl. Just go ahead and keep your head back against the pad there. And just nice and controlled like that. That's a good bicep curl. We're going to strengthen and tone the muscles here on the front of the arm. Thanks, Eric.
This is your seated dip machine, which is going to work the backs of our arms. We're going to be working triceps, which are opposite of the biceps. Before Jason gets on the machine, he'll be setting the seat and the seat height to his desired height. Go ahead and set that, Jason. And the seat goes up or down. A good way to tell if the seat is right for you is to initially sit down and check it. Now, initially, Jason is going to bring his hands up. Is the seat okay for you?
It feels good.
Okay, great. Next, Jason's going to determine which hand setting he wants this on. With it wide, like it is now, he'll have his elbows further out, as you can see here. If he rolls them in like this, Jason, can you do the other one as well? Notice how his elbows are closer to his body. Okay, Jason. Next, Jason will set the desired amount of weight by putting the pin. All right, and we're ready for the exercise. Jason, notice how he sits up straight, head above shoulders, above hips, sitting up tall, breathing out on the exertion as he pushes down. Very nice. Thank you, Jason.
All right, so next we're going to demonstrate the mid-row, which is going to work the muscles in the back, also somewhat the biceps. So the one and only adjustment you have on the mid-row is the weight stack. So if you look here, you just take the yellow and just select it in whatever weight is appropriate for your workout. I'm going to have Eric go ahead and take a seat. So from there, Eric's going to place his feet up here on the pedals. He's going to reach forward and grab on the handles. Now before Eric starts, I want Eric to sit up nice and tall, really good posture, and engage the core muscles a little bit. Then from there, Eric's going to exhale, and he's just going to pull the handles, bend the elbows, and come straight back. And then slowly forward. And you notice as Eric is doing this row, he's keeping his body upright. He's staying perpendicular to the floor. He's not leaning back and forth. So you want to stay perpendicular, nice and controlled. And that's a great exercise to strengthen the arms, shoulders, back. Thanks a lot, Eric.
Thank you.
All right, next we have the low back machine. So this is going to strengthen the muscles in the lower back. So you have two adjustments you can do. You have the weight stack and you also have the pedals. So to adjust the weight stack, just grab the pin here and place it in the weight you'd like to use. All right, so now that we have our weight selected, I'm going to have Eric go ahead and take a seat inside there. And what I want Eric to make sure is that he's sitting all the way back as far as he can in the seat so he feels the pad against his backside. And then from there, Eric, go ahead and place your feet up on the pedals. All right, now that he's got the pedals adjusted, go ahead and put your feet up there, Eric. Again, making sure you're sliding all the way back. Keep a nice posture. We're going to have you exhale and just lean straight back. And then from there, slowly come forward. Just nice and smooth like that. Perfect. Again, this is a good exercise to strengthen the lower back muscles. Good job, Eric. Thanks a lot.
There are 3 adjustments to this machine. One of the adjustments is how much weight that you're going to be using and how much weight you desire. The next adjustment is this one. This swings the arms backwards and forwards, depending on how flexible you are in the shoulders and the chest. There are 4 settings. You can choose any one of the 4 settings by allowing it to go down. The next setting is the seat setting. The seat setting can be you can raise the seat by simply pulling up and it automatically goes. You can lower the seat by pulling this out and allowing it to slide down to your desired position. There are a total of 7 seat positions, 7 being the highest. Now we'll have Jason demonstrate the chest fly. The seat adjustment that we went through over earlier is so that you could have your hands pretty much in line with your chest. To perform this, sit up straight, head back, breathe out on the exertion, and squeeze your arms together, just like so. Make sure you're breathing in and out each time. Very nice. Thank you very much, Jason.
Thank you. So this is a lateral raise. This is going to strengthen the shoulder muscles. The first adjustment you have, like every other machine, is the amount of weight you'd like to use. So just place the pin in the appropriate setting. Okay. So On this lateral raise, you want to make sure that you have the seat height arranged so that your shoulders are in line with the red discs here and here. So Eric needed to raise the seat up a little bit for him. So now you notice he's got a nice line from his shoulder to that red disc. So he's going to sit up nice and tall, and then from there he's just going to raise his elbows out to the side, and he's just going to go to shoulder height, so he can come up a little bit higher. That's good, and then slowly back down. And this is going to work the deltoid, the shoulder muscle, also a little bit the trapezius, the muscles here on the top of the shoulders going up to the neck. And then the other adjustment you have is your seat height. So to raise the seat up, you would just lift up on the seat. If you need to lower the seat, you'd hold here, pull the pin out, lower the seat, and allow the pin to snap back into place to adjust your seat height. Keep going.